The International Olympic Committee has announced that it won't completely ban Russian athletes from competing at the Rio Olympics, despite revelations of widespread doping. Instead, the IOC will leave it to the governing bodies for individual sports to decide whether to allow Russians to compete at the Games. Mok-yeon tells us more.
IOC President Thomas Bach says the organization has set a high bar for Russian athletes to fulfill if they want to compete in the 2016 Rio Olympic Games. He said that in this way, they have balanced, quote, the desire and need for collective responsibility versus the right to individual justice of every individual athlete.
Every human being is entitled to individual justice. There we have set the bar to the absolute limit for how Russian athletes can achieve to compete in Rio. All of them have to meet individually these number of very strict criteria we have established today.
The decision came after a 3-hour meeting of the IOC's executive board on Sunday, less than 2 weeks before the opening ceremony of the Rio Games set for August 5th. Bach said that Russian athletes competing in any of the 28 Summer Olympic sports must have a spotless drug testing record. He added that international sports federations will carry out an individual analysis of each athlete's anti-doping record and take into account only reliable international tests. In response to the IOC's announcement, Russian Sports Minister Vitaly Mutko said that he was very grateful. He also sought to reassure the public that the majority of the Russian national team will meet the criteria.
As for the International Olympic Committee decision, first of all, I'd like to say that in general, we're very grateful to the International Olympic Committee, to its executive committee, for today's decision of Russia's national team that was preparing to compete in Rio de Janeiro.
Russian athletes won 82 medals, 24 gold, 26 silver, and 32 bronze at the 2012 London Olympics, the third highest number of medals by any country competing at the Games. Mok-yeon, Arirang News.